Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So a couple of weeks ago I was with my best friend and I was talking about how I've been eating a lot of cereal recently. Like, I just love cereal, and so for part of my evening snack I've been having a big bowl of a mixture of cereals in a bowl, which I just love. But as you probably know from my previous vlogs, if you've watched them, that everything in my life pretty much is measured, weighed, calorie counted, which I have been challenging recently, but still with my cereal, most of the time I weigh it out. So recently when I've been having my big bowl of cereal, I weigh out the cereal that I want to have, the amount that I have, which is like double the recommended serving size. So I weigh that out, and then with my other cereals that I add to the bowl, I don't weigh them or measure them or calorie count them, and I just add handfuls into the bowl. So I'm having way extra, which I'm not including, which has been stressing me out. I'm not going to lie, I have been thinking, oh God, I've been having all this extra cereal and I haven't been included it in my calorie count. I'm going to be gaining so much weight. I'm greedy. It's really been messing in my head. I still do it, but I get anxious and I'm thinking, God, I need to stop having all that cereal. I need to stop adding extra that I'm not counting. And I was saying to my friend that I've been doing this with my cereal, and when I'm pouring my cereal into the bowl, I do like a handful into the bowl, a handful into my mouth, a handful into the bowl, a handful into my mouth. And I'm like, how can I be doing this? How can I literally be eating cereal and not counting it? And my friend was like, Rebecca, that's normal. When she was like, when I have cereal, I pour it out, I don't weigh it, and I eat bits as I'm pouring it out, and I might go back for more. And I was like, really? Is that normal? And she was like, yeah. And I think when you have an eating disorder, you become so ingrained in your habits, and you do them time after time, year after year. They become part of your normal life, and you actually lose perspective of what is normal. And I completely didn't realise that it wasn't normal. That I didn't realise that it was normal to eat cereal while you're having what you want, which has, like, it's still hard. Like, that's what I'm trying to reassure myself with now when I'm having cereal and I'm pouring extra into the bowl and I'm having a handful as I'm going. I'm trying to say, actually, this is normal. This is what normal people do. And I know normal is, like, it's a subjective thing anyway. Like, who decides what normal is? But I think with an eating disorder, it makes you feel guilty and anxious about things that are its own rules, and actually it's those rules that are making you anxious, and they're not normal rules, they are eating disorder rules. Like, I've been getting stressed out and anxious for eating extra cereal, which is just a normal thing to do. It's an eating disorder rule and it shouldn't make you anxious. So whilst I have been wanting to stop doing it and stop having extra cereal and stop having big bowls, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to ride the anxiety feelings because it's normal, and the only way you're going to break anxiety going up is to challenge it and just ride it through. So that's what I'm going to do. And similarly, like, for years and years, I mean, I haven't done it for the past few years, but for years and years post my last hospital admission, which I got discharged in 2011, I would only ever eat at strict meal times and strict snack times, and eating was forbidden, would never happen outside of that time. And then a few years ago, I'd find that when I was preparing my vegetables for my dinner, like, I'd be peeling a carrot and chopping it up to cook, and then as I was chopping it, I might eat a piece of raw carrot. And for so long, that made me feel so guilty. I was like, oh my God, Rebecca, how can you eat raw carrot outside of meal times and snack times? Like, you should not be doing that. But actually, like, I do it fine now, but actually it is normal to, like, I bet loads of people when they're cooking their dinners eat bits on the go. Like, that is normal, and it's the eating disorder rules that make you feel like it's not normal. And even now, like, I do struggle to eat, like, I struggle to allow myself to eat anything outside of meal times, but I do allow myself fruit and veg at any time, really. well, not really. I allow myself, okay, I allow myself melon and grapes at any time. So I can go to the fridge and I can eat them freely, although it has been stressing me out a bit recently that, oh, I'm eating all this extra and I shouldn't be eating extra, it's calories, it has been stressing me out. But I do it, although I do it, but say like I couldn't eat an apple outside of apple time. Like I have a piece of fruit after my dinner. I wouldn't be able to eat a piece of fruit outside of a mealtime, although I can eat melon and grapes. See, it's really, really random, these eating disorder rules that your eating disorder develops. Like, why is it all right to eat melon at any time, but eat an apple? No, that has to be calorie counted and you have to include that in your things that you're eating during the day. But melon, that can be free food. Like, eating disorder rules are stupid and random, but they are so hard to break. Literally, they are so hard and they become so ingrained. So, don't really know what I'm talking about on this video. I think I'm talking about eating disorder habits that when you don't realise that what you're doing isn't normal. Like for me, counting calories and measuring food is normal. It is part of my everyday life and I do it on autopilot without even thinking. But that's not normal. That is not what normal people do, and it is something that I think we need to like eating disorder habits that we're not even aware of that aren't normal. Like I say, my head thought it was the most greediest, gluttonous, guiltiest thing to do to be eating cereal in my mouth whilst I was measuring out my cereal. Like, my head was going mad, and I didn't realise that this was a normal thing to do, because your eating disorder gets you so wrapped up and trapped in your head that you lose complete perspective of what normal is. And as I say, who knows what normal is, but it's not normal to live by your eating disorder rules. So I am going to keep trying to challenge these eating disorder rules that I have. I am going to carry on eating cereal. I am getting really stressed out because I'm really stressing out by how much weight I'm going to be gaining. But I know if I stop eating the cereal and I cut back and I start measuring and only eating what is measured and really going back to measured, controlled, calorie counted amounts, like, that's just taking a step back, and that's not going to help you get to where you want to be in your anorexia recovery. It's not going to help you break the eating disorder rules and the eating disorder habits, which ultimately we need to be breaking to live a more free life. So yeah, it causes anxiety, it causes stress, it causes a lot of guilt and a lot of feeling really fat and out of control. Like, you feel like, oh my God, I'm losing control by eating unrestricted. But I want to live an unrestricted life. Like, that is the ultimate goal. So we have to go through breaking these habits in order to get there. So this is a bit of a weird video, I'm sorry, but I hope you can relate to things that I'm saying. If you've got eating disorder habits that maybe you don't even realise you have, hopefully this might help highlight them to you. And I'm going to keep trying to challenge my eating disorder habits. I've got a lot of them and I really am going to try and tackle them, keep chipping away. And I hope that if you can see that I'm doing it, then it can inspire you to do it too. So that is my video. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.